Wednesdays.
Good morning and welcome to episode 792 of Hard Factor. It's another What the Fuck Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. We're going to talk to you today about stories that make you say, what the fuck, like we do every Wednesday, pretty much every day, actually. Politics and sports are back in the mix a little bit. What else we got going on, fellas?
Got a double drunk story for you. I'm going to call that segment Double Vision.
Nice. Fitting.
Is that Foreigner, right? That was Foreigner, right?
Yeah, Double Vision.
Seeing my thumb through that double vision.
Cold as ice.
We never got around to starting Immigrant, did we?
Immigrant,
Yeah,
the Foreigner cover band.
That
I really wanted to do that when we were living in Charlottesville, Virginia, and it just never got off the ground.
There's still time. So many hits. Like, so many fucking
Hero.
hits from Foreigner.
Yeah, Foreigner's the shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
if they're not on your playlist, you're missing some heaters.
Yeah. I don't really want to associate with you if you're like, Foreigner sucks.
Well, you're an idiot
Most
because
people do say that, though.
they
I know,
span
but
genres.
they're wrong.
Like, you know how that first Aerosmith single, Dream On,
Dream
right?
On, yeah.
It doesn't sound like any other Aerosmith song. Foreigner has like 9 songs
He was
like
like
that.
12 when he wrote that.
Where you're like, is that Foreigner?
Yeah, but some of their songs are indistinguishable, like Urgent and and some of the other ones you're like, is this Urgent or is this something?
I like to play that song
this
when I'm in a
cold as
rush.
Urgent. Yeah. Urgent.
It's an emergency.
We're going international, boys, to Japan, Australia, another country.
Nothing Spanish in there. Just a bunch of just.
Oh, we're going to Spain too.
Okay, there you go. All right, good.
Nice.
Good.
I'm going to do a little, a crime.
Oh, Wes cut out.
Wes's feed has been so unreliable the last couple days. As soon as he started talking, it
Wes
just
is
completely closed.
Wes is on a tectonic plate over there. Oh,
Says he has-
now his audio's out.
He's got 20 gigs on his computer.
That was amazing.
Oh, that's it. His computer's like struggling. Oh man,
He just keeps freezing. His
Oh,
mic
no.
goes on auto mute. Oh, this is funny.
he's doing a double crime. If we can get to it, well, I mean,
Double crime.
If you can't do the crime, don't do the time.
We're
Or
gonna
you can't
get
do the
to it.
time. Don't do the crime. That's it. Nailed it.
We're gonna get to it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right, Wes?
Oh yeah,
have
we
to
can't
leave Wes
hear
to
you.
the
we
dust
can't.
here.
Well, we can't hear you
Yeah.
anyway. So
Sorry, Wes.
hopefully that gets sorted out by the time your story rolls around.
We got 30
but in
minutes
the
till Wes
meantime,
is talking. Yeah.
let's do the news. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact. Another one about the human body, fellas.
Yes.
Your skin is about 7 to 10 pounds, and you carry about 4 pounds of bacteria around all the time, just on your body.
I'm gonna start
In and on your
saying
body.
I weigh 10 pounds less because who counts the skin?
At least, yeah, you could probably stretch it to 15. And
Yeah.
you're always 15 pounds lighter than the scale says because 15 of that's skin and bacteria. You don't need that.
With water weight and skin, you can drop 25, 30 easy
Oh,
from
with
what
water
yeah.
weight, I mean, that's like
For-
almost
yeah.
your whole body. Yeah, so
like bloat extra water weight. I got extra water weight and this extra bacteria in my skin. I'm probably like 30 under.
you're really
man.
70% lighter than what the scale says.
This fucking scale.
Could you imagine having to pick up someone's skin that weighed 15 pounds off the floor? That's like the
Dude.
grossest weighted blanket of all time.
Imagine, I bet some of the people on like my 600-pound life, their skin's got to weigh like 30, 40 pounds. Like,
Oh
that's,
yeah. Well, you can kind of see it when they lose a ton of weight. Obviously, it's like the loose skin
carrying
You're
around
kinda-
a weighted vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
lot of
but it's
skin.
going to make you stay even more fit. Maybe they're actually like superhumans
Did
at that
you
point.
did you do the fun fact about how many times you shed your skin earlier, or is that somewhere else I heard it? Yeah,
That one's crazy.
that one's crazy too.
Will's keeping his fun facts in like very specific buckets. We got a skin
well,
bucket.
But now
there's
we're experts
there's
in this
space,
area.
There's
Yeah.
the human body, and those are two of the most amazing things possible
point.
besides the planet Earth, which was also we've had some of those.
What do you have to say about that, Pat? That's a good
No,
point.
I vibe. I'm just pointing it out. It's just he's got his categories. I
I
vibe.
Eventually, I'll move on from the human body in space, but there's lots of great facts.
I can talk skin for like 30 minutes at a dinner party now. If anyone wants to chat it up about, about
You're
the human
sipping
skin.
a
Yeah.
Chianti.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. October 13th, holidays. Sorry. It's Bullying Prevention Day again. Sorry, I got a hawk a loogie. I don't know why it's been Bullying Prevention Day. Like, this is like the 5th time this year, but it's Bullying Prevention Day. This one seems like the real one this time.
Is it cyberbullying or just in-person bullying?
It is lots of bullying prevention days, multiple. It's also Emergency Nurses Day, Good Samaritan Day, International Day for Disaster Reduction, National Chest Day, National No Bra Day. Go get those mammograms, ladies.
Nice.
National Pet Obesity Awareness Day. So I brought you guys a couple pictures.
Thank you.
There's an obese dog.
What is his name?
I don't know. He's a bulldog. He's very fat. That's probably like a 70-pound bulldog, English bulldog. And then here's an obese cat. So guys got to watch out for those. That's probably like a 30-pound cat. So
my girl Cell is getting a little out there. She's getting a little chunky.
Well,
She's
it's the
been
day,
chunky,
Mark.
but yeah,
It's the day to be aware of that. So
gotta
you're already half the battle. You're already
get the
aware.
laser pointer out and get her running around or something.
You know what's also weird? It's also Treat Yourself Day. That really doesn't go in line with the obesity awareness stuff. U.S. Navy's birthday and World Thrombosis Day.
Wes, how do you feel about Obesity Day for the cats and pets?
Pet obesity.
You have one dog that's pretty fat, right?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. That was could have just answered the question.
Obesity Day?
Pet obesity
National
day.
Pet Obesity Awareness Day.
I mean, I think it's so.
Smooth,
I think it's
smooth re-entry here, Wes.
well. Sorry, you said you couldn't fucking hear me before.
I gave you
so I'm
thumbs
thinking-
up.
Okay, well, sorry. I'm dealing with tech issues over here, and you're asking me about dog obesity.
Tried to smoothly
I
get
like
you in.
I like fat cats. You know, I would let a cat die of obesity if I had one. But a
I
dog,
agree. It's
I
cute.
think needs to be nice and fit, at least until they're once they get like 12, then I can you
it's a
feed them whatever the fuck
constant
you want.
battle with all my pets to keep them, skinny enough to live, just like myself, honestly.
Right.
That's like,
It's just a household rule, right?
yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing all the time. Just hoping to survive by not overeating ourselves to death. October 13th in history, talking about some dead people. The Roman Empire, year 54, October 13th, Nero succeeded Claudius as the Roman emperor. Fun fact about Nero, he went on to kill both his mother and his first wife while he was emperor.
Didn't like women.
His
Fun
son
guy.
started a pizza chain too.
Yeah, Pizza Nero.
Little Nero.
Home
Little
Alone.
Nero. Yeah.
Yeah, you might not want to order from Little Nero after reading about Nero. Talking about another woman hater, on this day in 2017, actress Rose McGowen alleged that Harvey Weinstein raped her in 1997. So,
We got a
Nero and Weinstein, October 13th, not a great day for the ladies until 2019.
Why is that on the website of the days in history? Why?
It's a momentous event. I mean, Rose McGowan tagging Harvey Weinstein. He's like one of the biggest Hollywood producers of all time. It's huge.
I don't want to be presumptive, but did that jumpstart the Me Too movement? Is that why? Because that's been a big, 2017.
Yeah, I think it was like the cornerstone.
That was
case
one of the
it.
catalysts, yes, of it. So
Yeah.
that's why it's on there. Because basically, you can. That's the Me Too movement's like boom. Now it's going right.
It lit a very, very
Yeah.
long wick from 1997 all the way to 2019.
No, she came out and said it on October 13th, 2017.
Of 2017.
2017
10
was
years
when the Me
after
Too movement really
the
picked
rape.
up.
Right.
She said she was raped in 1997.
Yes.
So it was a big event.
October 13th so far, terrible for the ladies. But, guys, it gets better. 2019, October 13th, Simone Biles became the most decorated gymnast in history when she won her record 25th medal at the World Championships in Stuttgart, Germany.
It's a lot of medals. Woo.
Like, little silver lining there.
There you go.
You mean gold lining?
It's true.
Yes.
Golds. All golds. Let's move it on to the trending news. Honorable mentions. Ronaldo scored a hat trick for Portugal on Tuesday, so he's just still perfect pretty much. So that's great. There's a perfect man walking the earth that we all get held up against. Ronaldo.
I would.
Wes is,
I
Wes
wouldn't
is
mind
off again.
getting held up
Muttering,
against him.
Jesus Christ.
What's that, Pat?
Oh, what's better? Talk about Wes coming off or the sick joke I was making about how attracted
All right.
I am to Ronaldo?
What? Say your Ronaldo joke.
You
Well,
think
Will has to
Say
set
it
me up
again.
Say it again.
Ronaldo scored a hat trick for Portugal on Tuesday, which reminds all us regular schmoes that we're not Ronaldo.
Yeah, no, but Will didn't even. Okay, so Will's setup was inadvertent, and my joke was a response to it because
Okay,
he said something about
sorry.
like getting pressed up against him, and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind that, Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, well it's true. He looks great. Would you say he's the perfect male, Pat?
I think he messes with my sexuality.
I wouldn't mind being in the middle of his panini.
Yeah, I don't blame you with that one because Ronaldo, like, he's impressive.
He's like a meth head, and my sexuality is like a clock radio. He's tinkering with it.
You just like
good
to bang
analogy.
him just bang the shit out of Ronaldo, huh?
Yeah, do you want him to bang you or do you want to bang him?
I haven't figured it out yet in my head.
One of the two. People. Another mention. People also
Haven't
seem to
been
be
dreaming
sick.
much.
People also seem to be sick of Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly after their British GQ article dropped on Monday. Here's a tweet from GQ British. Hashtag Megan Fox. I just remember this tall, blonde, ghostly creature, and I looked up and I was like, you smell like weed. He looked down at me and he was like, I am weed. Then I swear to God, he disappeared like a ninja in a smoke bomb, and it's just pictures of them like making out.
Yeah, they're good. They were always annoyingly, disgustingly PDA.
It wasn't even the worst one.
What was the worst one?
There was one where it was like, in our first kiss, we didn't even kiss. We just got our mouths real close to each other and inhaled each other's souls. Shut the fuck up, dude.
That's weird.
They're getting
Either of you are
Billy Bob and
exceptionally
Angelina Jolie.
talented.
I can't wait till they break up, which is inevitable.
Right, like Billy Bob and Angelina.
yeah.
Right. Two burnt
Exceptionally talented humans, though. Billy Bob and
Right,
Angelina.
sure. Well, sure, but it's all
Yeah.
it's all lining up. It's the
They're
same.
they're the much more talented exact version of these two idiots.
2.0. Exactly. Exactly 2.0. Moving along to last
And
mention.
then I said, I am weed. You killed it, Machine Gun.
Dude, MGK brings down every green room he's in with that story. Everybody's just so impressed with him after that. Final mention, Subway. You guys remember the fake tuna lawsuit?
Yeah.
They were sued $5 million for having fake tuna because none of their tuna was real. Well, it turns out they had enough tuna in there to get a court to throw it out. Or the court said they don't care if it's fake because did Subway advertise it was real to begin with?
I had a literal video that they could have reached out that shows 5 cats refusing to eat it. I put it out on the internet. I'm surprised the people that were suing Subway didn't reach out. So that's
their
on them.
loss.
Yeah.
Their loss. All right, number 3.
It was a very approachable video.
I mean,
We were all
My-
concerned about the cats and if Mark ate after the cat.
all of my
but-
accounts are public and my DMs are open. You know,
They have no excuse.
they have no excuse.
This guy's sharing tuna with his cats. You want to get in touch with him?
Were you shirtless?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
5 cats.
You want to get in touch with this guy?
There's a man here. He is real hairy, and he's got 5 cats. He's down on the floor with him.
I
One
think
big
this could
bowl.
help the case. Well, they lost, so
Yeah.
fuck them.
Yeah, they're lost. Like we're saying. I mean, Mark would probably bolstered the case. Moving along to number 3, the top 3 today. Number 3 is going to be Around the Hill. Talk about what's happening in politics. First up, Greg Abbott banned vaccine mandates in Texas on Monday, setting up a legal battle with President Biden's federal vaccine mandates. So that's fun and not
fun.
polarizing for everybody. That's going to be a great, fun topic of discussion for the nation. So.
But at least the economy's doing good, right? No?
No, it's not. I'm not even going to talk about that, but no, it's not.
No.
Let's talk about polarizing. Hillary Clinton released a new novel on Tuesday called State of Terror. You guys going to read it?
It's an autobiography.
Sounds like it.
It's from Bill's perspective. But no, man. Who the fuck wants to read a book called State of Terror? Look, shit's fucked up. I don't want to read about it.
Yeah, I don't read any books, and I especially don't read Hillary Clinton books.
The Clintons need to go away.
Isn't Abbott banning vaccine mandates kind of like he's mandating vaccine? It's kind of a mandate in its own right? Is
Right.
it
Well,
not?
it's a mandate off. Yes, it's a mandate off. If if you're a business in Texas now, you either have to or cannot administer a vaccine mandate, according to the president and or the governor of Texas.
Biden and Abbott are doing a Pat and Ronaldo mandate off.
Speaking of Biden,
Sweaty.
his press secretary, Jen Psaki, is sick of questions about Hunter Biden's anonymous art buyers who are paying $75K each for all of Hunter's paintings. Here's the video clip.
The White House knows who purchased the 5 prints and whether there is indeed a departure to the arrangement that there would be an anonymity here?
I know this is your favorite topic, but it still is the purview of the gallerist. We still do not know and will not know who purchases any paintings, and the president remains proud of his son.
House,
Did you have another question on something else? Otherwise, we're going to move on to some other topics. Lots going on in the world.
Yes, so about Build Back Better and tax policy, I'd like to ask you about...
You should kind of own that dude.
That was a great exchange. Well, I mean, did she? Because they don't know who's buying it, and it's probably against White House ethics rules. So
No, it's not at all. Who gives a fuck? People are spending millions of dollars on NFTs. I'd buy a Hunter if I had cash.
Psaki's been around for a while. She's getting to that point because if you looked, I think, what is she, the second one, or was she there from the beginning for Biden? She's been there the whole year.
She's been there the whole time.
Yeah. So with Trump, he went through them like every 3 months because it was just so much stress. Like Psaki, I think, is getting to the point. She's outlasted a lot of the Trump press secretaries, but she's getting worn down.
Well, no,
she's telling her tone.
She has an end date. I think she's got an expiration date. She announced it several months ago.
Yeah, she's getting saltier and a little bit more aggressive in her answers because she don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She don't give a fuck.
She's not explaining anything.
She don't give a fuck.
She's like, next topic.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you which princes bought the pictures.
Very proud of his drawings.
Yeah.
I love the proud part. I love
It's a dumb question to ask in the press.
Proud of his stick figure art that's selling for $75K each. He recently sold 5 paintings to anonymous buyers.
I mean, I would definitely, if I had the money, buy the president's influence as well for $75,000.
Right, which is what people are presumably doing
Yeah.
For the $75K.
$75K, man. This is nothing.
Right, yeah, not in the Biden's world for sure. Ask
He
Ukraine
sells
and China.
50 of them it is.
Yeah. It's true.
Big man.
75 times 10, 750K.
People are buying this paintings as a joke, guys.
That's true. It's funny for a party if you have a Hunter Biden in your mansion. That is kind of funny.
It is funny. Speaking of Biden jokes, this happened at a NASCAR race a couple weeks ago, and the clip is just too good not to dissect.
Partners, oh my God, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd, let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you were going to kind of hang back those first 2 stages and just watch and learn. What did you learn that helped you there in those closing laps?
Oh my God, it was learning how each line.
Now this is old, right? That was a couple weeks ago.
Happened a couple weeks ago at a NASCAR race.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
But it was the "Let's Go Brandon" has been a constant thing
Classy
ever since.
chants.
Pretty hilarious. Well, I mean, there was "fuck Trump" chants before, wasn't there?
I wouldn't have participated in either of those chants.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Not in a NASCAR.
I don't know. I don't know if at that scale, but
He's not doing anything to you.
I mean, it's so hilarious that she said they're saying "Let's go, Brandon." That's the
no. That is
part.
the joke. But there have been a lot of "fuck Joe Biden" chants everywhere.
Yeah, tons. Like every stadium, every game,
stadium.
Major League Baseball,
Like
college
everywhere.
football, NFL football, NASCAR.
Lots
pretty
of
much. Pretty much everywhere. Another video, Vice President Kamala Harris apparently hired 5 child actors to fly in for her latest NASA hype video. I'm not going to play the clip because it's just as cheesy as you would imagine from that situation I just explained. Paid acting for a NASA video between a politician and 5 children. Taking it to the internet to finish up around the hill, we got Amy Howe tweets, #SCOTUS will not take up challenge to Congress's authority to criminalize cockfighting in Puerto Rico. Case was number 21735, Ortiz Diaz versus the U.S. So it's a sad day for Puerto Rican cockfighters.
No, wait. They're not decriminalizing it, or they're not criminalizing it?
The Congress criminalized it. SCOTUS is not going to challenge their authority to do that.
Oh, it's a horrible blow. Puerto Rico is probably one of the best places to cockfight.
It's bad for Puerto Rican cockfighters, guys. And finally, the last taking it to the internet of Around the Hill, Maxine Waters tweeted, "I have been hacked and my Twitter account has been erased. I know who has done this. I will take care of this. M. Waters, period." 6 hours later, Twitter confirmed there was no signs of Rep. Maxine Waters' account being hacked at all.
Did she tweet? But she tweeted that she
tweeted that her account had been erased. Yes.
Yeah, from her account.
From her account that was never hacked, according to Twitter. All right, moving on. That's a lot of politics.
Maxine vodka and waters.
Yeah, Maxine.
Maxine.
Maxine
Must have thought she had
confused.
scent on something.
Right. Number 2, Kyrie Irving has been suspended by the Brooklyn Nets until he gets a COVID-19 vaccination. If he misses any regular season games, it's going to be about $400,000 apiece starting next Tuesday against the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks. How do you guys think that's going to play out?
I think Kyrie's a little too based for his own good with the
He believes flat Earth as well.
The
Yeah.
flat Earth and the refusing to get the vaccine. I think Kyrie's his own worst enemy is what I think.
Yeah.
He says his body is too strong for COVID. That's
I was on a plane the other day,
and that God protects him.
I was looking around, and I was like, man, I'm really glad that we can travel. And when I said we, when I thought we, I was referring to people that got the vaccine.
Yeah, because you traveled a lot before you got the vaccine.
Well, no, I did not at all. Not before there was a vaccine.
Well, right, but I mean,
right. So there's a solution to the problem, right? But so like if you're traveling and not everyone on the plane's vaccinated, then they're kind of riding my vaccine a little bit. You know what I mean?
well, yeah, but you
Piggyback
took
on
like
my
what,
back.
like 10, 15 flights before there was a vaccine during the COVID pandemic. So,
I think it was 11.
I mean, what's the difference?
Yeah, in between.
Are you going to disclose your beef with Joe Biden on the show?
Well, no, I mean, everybody knew you were going back
No,
and
you've
forth from
never said
Texas,
it.
New Jersey.
I had a pregnant lady. Had to do it, bro.
I know, but what I'm saying is, now people don't want the vaccine. Their risk profile is similar to somebody who was traveling prior to a vaccine.
Yeah,
Hey, maybe.
but
I just
Pat's-
wonder if the
Pat's point
Nets
there
are
is
ever
the
going to
vaccine
cave.
exists.
If the Nets start sucking, do you think they cave ever, or are they just going to
No.
keep Kyrie locked out?
No, they'll keep him locked up until he gets a fake vaccine.
Is it
or
up to
he-
the it's not. I don't. Yeah, it's not. It's not up to the Nets. I think what happens with the Brooklyn Nets is there are certain states like they were
New York.
they were-
It's New York State laws.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they were saying he could play away games but not home games. So what a headache is that? The Nets have the choice of
But they won't let him practice with the team.
correct. We can't. I don't think he can practice in New York. So he can't practice and he can't play home games, but he technically can play 41 away games, and that's just such a distraction. So
That'd be hilarious.
So no, they're not going to let him play because New York State law says he can't play in New York.
He's a
If the
great
vaccine-
player, and they're favored to win the title.
Does
Not
it
anymore.
reduce? Does it reduce your likelihood of getting it though? It does, right? The vaccine theoretically.
No, it doesn't. It just reduces your likelihood of hospitalization and death.
Right. You can still spread it. You can still get it. It's
And
just
Kyrie
for, it's
being-
just for you mainly.
A pro athlete. says,
No,
I'm
stop.
good.
Stop. None of you guys are doctors. That's not true. There's a lot of studies that say it slows the spread, and definitely everyone says it definitely prevents hospitalizations.
That's the
and
one
death.
thing that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
prevents hospitalization.
Everyone knows hospitalization is death. Don't make a blanket statement saying you can spread it just the same as someone that doesn't have it, because there are reports saying that you transmit
You're
it
less
less
likely to have
to give
severe
it off.
symptoms if you have it. So
I would
that's
just be
makes
mad
you
at-
less likely to
You
transmit
can still
it, I
spread it
guess.
though.
If I was playing a
You
contact
can definitely
sport
still spread it and get it.
against a guy without a vaccine,
Just get the fucking vaccine, everyone.
Opt
what
in.
the fuck? Yeah.
Kyrie's body, Kyrie's choice. That's what he says. And number one, the cream of the crop today.
The cream of the crop!
Turns out, guys, we had to wait a long time to find out what everybody pretty much already assumed and guessed, knew 99.999% was going to be sure. But it's now confirmed. Gabby Petito was strangled to death, as confirmed by the state of Wyoming Teton County coroner, Dr. Brent Blue, on Tuesday. So this means that it is definitely a homicide case for sure, which Blue first declared, we found out, on September 21st. So he's known it's strangulation the whole time, obviously. And it's estimated that she was killed 3 to 4 weeks before the body was discovered. So the body was discovered on September 19th. That puts the murder in late August, which matches the timeline perfectly for Brian Laundrie to be the killer.
It's like the day after the police stopped him. Like everyone,
Right.
It's like that. Or the same day. It's like that was like August 20th.
Matches
Basically, right when the police stopped him, she died very, very quickly after that. Yeah.
So
Sucks.
what does that mean now that we
In
know
Utah.
that, like in terms of what he did, right? So like when did he go home? How soon thereafter?
I mean, he was home on September 1st, so I think he drove straight through the night after whenever it happened, probably.
Simple math is that the Petito family put in a missing persons on like September 14th. So backtrack from then, he had about 11. So he had about 3 full weeks to get his shit together and get on the run. He had about 20 days.
Right, because you're assuming the murder happened in like the last 5 days.
August 20th to September 11th. Around then, like he had multiple weeks to plot, plan, execute, get out of town.
Yep. And now people, of course, are wondering, when will an arrest warrant be issued for his parents, who probably helped Brian Laundrie at a minimum evade authorities for the last month and potentially aided with much more than that? So that's the next. Everybody's just sort of waiting to see if that happens.
Dog's now saying that he's just barking in there every chance he gets, but he's saying he thinks that Brian called them from the murder scene and was like, "I just killed Gabby."
Right. Well, it's an interstate murder case, so you'd assume they're gonna.
Can't they check the bank account?
They can check all that shit. I don't know why. I'm sure they are.
Hold up.
I'm sure they are. But
that's what everybody's wondering, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Gabby. Hope the FBI can find something and make something happen on the manhunt for Brian Laundrie. And that's today's cup of coffee in the big time, which was brought to you today by our incredible sponsor, Talkspace. If this show teaches us anything, it's that it's a very, very mad world out there, and seeking help with your mental health is essential in navigating the madness. For me, maybe it could help you too. We exercise, take supplements, and eat right to keep our bodies going. Therapy can have the same game-changing effect on your mental health. Treat your brain like a muscle and give it the same level of care as the rest of your body with Talkspace. And just like physical fitness, mental fitness is always easier to achieve when it's convenient, and Talkspace is the most convenient way to start working on your mental health right away. Send and receive unlimited messages 24/7 with your dedicated therapist in the app. Schedule live video sessions with your licensed therapist from anywhere you are on any of your devices. If you feel like your mental health has been stuck on the sidelines, Talkspace is here to help. Match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month. Big deal, with the promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word. That's $100 off when you use code HARDFACTOR, all one word, at Talkspace.com.
Nice. Let's head on over to the double vision segment. First up, it's not often that I feel bad for a person who gets a DUI that causes great bodily harm to someone, but there are exceptions. One exception is if the only person you caused great bodily harm to was yourself, and that bodily harm was that this guy broke his neck, jaw, hips, nose, pelvis, and sustained a brain injury, and that the pelvic area injury was so gruesome that his penis and one of his testicles had to be amputated.
Oh no, come on.
So he's just got the one ball.
He's got a stump and one ball. That's a hard one to explain to someone when you pull your pants down that you met at the bar.
Listen, I'll lose all 4 balls. Just let me keep the shaft,
You have 4 balls?
No, I'm just saying I'll lose as many balls as you want me to lose. Just let me keep.
Yeah. So you admitting to having 4 balls? Here's that was weird. Meet 29
4 balls.
No, meet 29-year-old Paul Berry, who was driving drunk in St. Louis, Missouri, to meet up with his then girlfriend. Obviously, they aren't together now. He has no dick. When he lost control of his car and was thrown out of the back window, and then the car rolled over and landed on his penis.
Oh. Yeah. He landed on the penis, huh?
The car landed.
That's impressive.
He went out the back windshield and then rolled down a hill. Then the car flipped and landed, they said, on his lap. The car, the vast majority of the weight of the car landed directly square on his crotch.
I'm thinking this guy is just a schlong to talk about, and it pinned him down by his penis.
It just smashed his crotch. Right. It just landed, and instead of smashing his head, which probably would have been better for him, and he died, it just landed right on his cock.
Get this thing off my dick.
Right on his front balls.
Right on his front. Right on
no, Wes, you're totally right. The balls are way better to lose, because if you've ever met a guy with a fake testicle, they're ready to talk about it, especially if they've been drinking.
Have you ever shoved your testicles in a warm, wet hole? It's not as easy to do as your schlong.
It's not.
No, it's not.
So now this happened back in 2014, and he was, and we're just finding out about it now because Paul was obviously too embarrassed to talk about it, and I'm not sure what the hell happened, like if he has terminal cancer now or something, and why he's talking about it now, but for some reason he is. Paul had a few things to say about the accident and effects of it. He said they had to amputate my manhood. It's like they chopped a tree down and now there's a stump there. And then he said, ironic because I didn't feel like a man until after the accident. And that must be the brain injury talking because that doesn't make any sense. And then he also said, I want to tell the world about the emotional toll this took and will always take on me. It has changed my life in a way that I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. And it's like, yeah, true that.
Right.
Yes, losing your package definitely alters your life in a very profound way. Yeah.
Is it because he owned up to his mistakes? Is that why he feels like more of a man?
Maybe, Pat. I don't know, but it's a good point because this guy's story should be on every "Don't Drink and Drive" commercial ever. If you show a car roll over onto someone's dick and then cut to a surgery room where the doctor says the penis in one of the balls needs to go, you instantly cut down on drinking and driving. Day one of the ad.
Right. Yep. You put this out in front of a high school instead of the normal, prom king and prom queen getting injured. You have a guy with a car landed on his dick. And no accidents that prom season from drinking and driving. I guarantee you that.
No, what they should do is they should pay this guy whatever he needs per year to go give a speech and then drop his pants on
the Marlboro
Man at a high school. Just drop his pants.
Mm-hmm. He's like the Marlboro Man
cigarette out of it
for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Yeah.
Yes. The government or whoever needs to pay this guy millions of dollars a year to embarrass himself in front of high schools all across the country because it'll prevent drunk driving.
They are doing more social media influencer, direct marketing now under the Biden administration. So maybe he does have.
What do you think it looks like when he comes? Like he's popping a pimple?
Oh God. Well, how does he get hard? Does it just like kind of wiggle? Like how does he know he's hard?
I mean, the blood goes down there, and then most of it goes elsewhere.
But there's no penis head, right?
Space.
So where does it go?
It's
where
a
does
stump.
he get the sensation?
It's a stump, huh?
He's got a stump in one ball. I don't know how
tubing
it works.
There's the remnants of the tubing, I'm sure.
Who convinced him to talk about it after 7 years?
Can't a doctor
That
put a
person's
fake dick
pretty
on
persuasive.
back
Whiskey.
at this point?
Whiskey. Maybe in the future. Well, I do think they could grow like a penis on a mouse scenario and shove it on him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There's got to be a fake dick.
Maybe that's why he's coming out because he can't afford the surgery and he wants someone to grow a penis on.
Oh, that's automatic. You're going to hit your GoFundMe goal.
Someone should put a penis on a mouse for this.
I'd chip in. All I need is a pick.
That's true. Yeah, $100.
Whatever
$100
you want.
if you show me a pic of what's
Just
going on down there.
send it over, and while it's out.
All right. Somebody once told me I shouldn't be blackout drunk on stage, but I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. You guys remember those iconic lyrics that start 90s rock band Smashmouth's global hit All-Star?
Yeah, something like that.
Those are definitely the lyrics.
Yeah,
close. The tune was on.
Thank you. And lead singer of Smash Mouth, Steve Harwell, did not abide by his own lyrics this past weekend in an absolutely wild performance in upstate New York that has led to his announcing his resignation from the band and from music faster than John Gruden. Yeah.
It's a one-day thing? Gruden
It was like overnight style where he pulled a... But it was also a very Gruden-esque performance where he kind of hit a bunch of different groups in this performance, and
he Michael Richards himself.
He went for it. Now, people close to Steve will tell you they're saying things like he's retiring because of health reasons. They cite he was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, which is like years ago, which is like a heart inflammation disease that leads to swelling and eventually death and heart disease. It doesn't lead to being drunk on stage.
So he's got a bum ticker.
Yeah.
He's also drinking, and it's caused him heart problems.
There's also like a side effect of that could lead to motor skills being off. But we're gonna play a video. You be the judge. His camp's also saying he was going through an episode, and that he needs to adjust his meds. And he probably was going through an episode, but he also went through a case of beer. And let's just go ahead and play the clip, and we're gonna have to probably narrate over it a little bit here. Let's see, which one is it? I think it's this one. Let's try this one. Wait, no, that's not the one. This one. The sound is terrible. Oh, there's the Nazi sword. Fuck you to the crowd. Drops a beer drunk here. Damn it. He brought up a woman on stage because he couldn't sing. She said it's her birthday. He's not singing his song. He says he's going to kill your whole family, I swear to God, to the audience. And then he says if I could suck my own dick, I'd never leave my house. So it didn't sing at all. Brought up some people, did the Nazi
he
salute.
He needs to go to rehab, but you're not getting canceled from that. He
drops his
the
beer.
Nazi salute. Where was that? I didn't see that.
Oh, well, here you go. Let's slow it down. I got.
Oh, he's just waving to a guy in the back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he did.
Oh wait, I got it a little bit slower. And then we'll play it. We'll play it at 25% here. Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
Apparently he did that a lot. Apparently he did that salute a few times.
Why was he into that? He was hammered.
Just so happens I have. I'm not gonna say why, but I have Smashmouth's hospitality rider here, guys. In my email for some reason. 3 bottles red wine, 1 bottle Jack Daniels, 1 bottle Kettle One, 1 bottle Jägermeister, 1 wine opener.
No black servants or all black servants. No black people around though. Other than that,
One judo insult. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It continues. 1 case Miller Lite, 1 case Stella Artois, 2 more bottles of red wine, 1 case regular Red Bull. Oh yeah.
So they drink hard.
1 package of Bic lighters.
Smashed mouth.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's. Do you think he'll come back from this after rehab, or is he gonna? Is this it for him?
No, it's the sunset for him. Everyone told him they're like, you can't handle it anymore, and he was like, you're right. If I was him, I wouldn't expect to see an invitation to the Shrek reunion in the mail either. That's gonna get lost in the mail at this point. I think he's gonna have to get drunk and hang out with his friends in the backyard doing his Nazi salutes out there.
Well, if he lives close to Gruden, he can go over there, hang out.
There you go.
It's true.
So that's it for Steve Harwell. It's the last you've heard of him.
He looked
too soon. Too soon. He's retiring.
Somebody wants
not soon enough.
Yeah, that song. I hate that song too. So.
I didn't know. I mean, he was playing with a full-on backing track. He doesn't even have to They don't even have to play music.
They don't expect him to do much on stage these days. Well, they have to do all the lifting for him. It looks like the backup, like the guitarist who can't sing a tune, had to do all of All Star. You saw, he just wasn't even there.
Sad situation.
Yeah,
that is sad. Well, it's my segment now, and it looks like I'm frozen. All right, guys, I got a little crime double for you guys. I'm going to call double gangbang, which I guess is just a bigger gangbang. Maybe it's 2 back-to-back gangbangs filled with different gentlemen. Not sure. But this one's about crime, but I'm going to call it double gangbang because it is about gangs as well.
Oh, is it the same? What is it? The same girl or what? Same?
No, it's about sticky. Gangs. It's a double gang crime.
Sounds messy.
So they're just both these gangs are both banging the news.
They're banging the streets is what they're doing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So anyway, first
hope they use protection.
Yeah, they're banging the streets. First up, guys.
Actual gang banging, not like a gang bang.
Yeah, you got it. Now you're on it.
Actual gang banging, not a gang bang.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like a bukkake of crime.
Right. Yeah.
All over the face of society.
Yeah.
Right. First up. The city of Fresno, California, and the Fresno County Sheriff's Office are funding the purchase of guns and other shit for gang members in that area. You believe that shit?
I don't, Wes.
Okay, well, you shouldn't because it's not true. It's only half true. You see, Fresno County, it's kind of true. You see, Fresno County Sheriff's Office, they killed a 16-year-old kid, Isaiah Murrieta Golding, who was fleeing police, and then back in April, his mom, 42-year-old, here she is, Christina Lopez, she got $4.9 million. She won the lottery. She got
lost a kid, though. Lost a child.
Lost a kid. I'm sure she'd rather have her kid back. But not a bad deal if you ask me.
$5 million is a good settlement for anybody in any case. But yeah, R.I.P. to the child.
Jesus Christ, I am fucking don't know what's going on with my video here.
I'll just keep reading the news.
I'm going to keep
reading.
We can
hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you can hear me, that's great. So anyway, 42-year-old Christina Lopez, she got a settlement. And let me tell you, you get a settlement like that from the city, you better watch your steps because they're going to be out to get that settlement back from you. They're going to want to settle the score. And they did with a lot of help from Christina, who was apparently using some of that $5 million to buy guns for her other 14-year-old son and his fellow gang members who were selling those guns to other gang members. And now Christina is one of 14 people arrested in connection with that gang who allegedly shot and killed a man in July.
fuck was she thinking? Was it like a payback? Like, I'm going to buy guns, now you go shoot the cops who shot your brother? Like, what was she thinking?
You would have thought that she would have learned her lesson from street violence.
Betting on another horse.
Yeah, but the $4.9 million could have gotten her 14-year-old gangbanger son out of the gang because she had $4.9 million.
The problem is the gang found out she got $5 million. And when the gang finds out that you got $5 million and you got ties to the gang, then it becomes the gang's money. You know,
that's true.
Yeah, you're gangbanging. Yeah. So, you know, she's in deep shit. So instead of enjoying her $5 million from the city, Lopez now faces 22 counts of conspiracy to provide firearms to a minor for the benefit of a street gang, as well as child endangerment and conspiracy to provide a firearm to a gang member. You know, I'm going to give her a little bit of leeway.
Bad charges.
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't. Yeah, she's a marked woman. So I don't think she had a choice really.
Why don't you just move?
She should have moved.
What gang? Why don't you just move with your $4.9 million?
She's scared, Mark. This is what happens to the gang members. Scare these people, and then they feel like they got no choice.
Then you're gangbanging.
Yeah, and
you've been gangbanged.
You're in for life. All right. Next, let's go to New York City, guys. What do you think members of the OED or Own Every Dollar gang get themselves into? You think it's like volunteer work, philanthropy?
I think they rob. I think they rob, steal.
Yeah.
You got that right. Yeah. They rob people at gunpoint because, as the name suggests, they want to own every dollar you got.
I want to run across the OED crew.
No. It's a terrible, terrible thing if you run across these guys. So they're affiliated with the Trinitarios gang, which is a Hispanic street gang founded by Dominicans in New York City back in '93. And they're responsible for a number of brazen and violent attacks in recent months at high-end, posh restaurants and hotspots where the elite dine and hang out.
Rich people hate it when you rob them at their favorite restaurants.
But they have most of the dollars, and if you want to own all of them, it's a quick way to do it.
It makes sense.
It's true, but they have. Do you think they have like? It's probably mostly Amexes that you're going to be running into there.
Yeah, they're owning every black card.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I can't find the fucking. Sorry, guys. This is
Wes,
just as annoying.
When Wes deals with an issue, it throws him off so hard.
I mean, I can't do anything here. So,
forgot how to talk.
Back on August 19th, a 34-year-old man was robbed of $100,000 worth of jewelry, including one of these overpriced Audemars Piguet watches. You guys see one of these? They look like, this looks like a normal.
Don't try to put it on the screen.
Classic
I'm putting it on the screen. There it is.
Nice.
That's what I was looking for.
That looks nice.
Then last month, they shot a man at the Philip Chow restaurant on the Upper East Side who fought back after he saw another guy get his Rolex watch stolen. Dude was like, you're not going to get my Rolex. And then they shot him in the leg.
Yeah, smart.
Then last Thursday, they got $150,000 worth of jewelry from a Diamond District store owner who was leaving Tribeca's Buddha Bar, and they held him at gunpoint. Then on Monday, they finally they saw the gang scoping out one of these restaurants, and they caught this guy in a shootout with the cops. So here's one of the suspects they got. That's not it. There he is.
Oh, damn.
Whoa, Jesus.
He got fucked up.
He got fucked up. So the $4 million so far from their victims. And the commissioner, Dermot Shea, said that they have a message for this 20-plus gang saying, the message to these people should be very clear. We're going to come after you with full might and fury of the criminal justice system, including federally, and put you away for as long as we possibly can. I guess they roll around in BMWs and Benzes to commit these crimes. So, I mean, they've got $4 million.
That's classic gangbanging right there.
That gang is never going to be late again with the amount of Rolexes they have.
Yeah. So Pat, watch out if you're in New York City and you're dining at those posh restaurants.
At a posh spot.
Be careful.
I don't. Thanks for the warning.
You don't go to those places.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Where everybody has a Rolex.
Okay.
Yeah, Pat hangs with some swanky people from time to time.
That's right.
Okay, I'm done. Be done with me. Oh, wait, I got a fucking ad to read. There's so much going on in the world, whether it's stuff you're excited about, like Vanderpump Rules being back, even though this season sucks so far, or stuff you'd rather not think about, like where the fuck are Jackson and Brittany this season, You can't always control the vibes out there, but you can always control the vibes in your head with a pair of Raycon wireless earbuds in your ears. I use Raycons every time I go on a hike with my dogs. They're great for listening to music, podcasts, whatever you want to listen to in your ears. Whether you're using the pump up, wind down, workout, Raycons are my go-to for on-the-go audio. And the new everyday earbuds look and feel great, sound even better. They're like the expensive earbuds, but they're a lot less expensive. They got the pure mode, they got the balance mode, they got the bass mode, they got an awareness mode where you can hear what's going on.
Thank God this isn't a video ad.
No, thank God it isn't. Jesus Christ. There's also
it's all audio, Raycon, and it's great audio.
Yeah, it's amazing audio, Raycon. 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, built-in mic. You can take calls on them. Half the price of premium audio brands. Right now, Hard Factor listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/hardfactor. That's buyraycon.com/hardfactor. Save 15% on Raycons. Buyraycon.com/hardfactor.
Such great wireless earbuds.
Trust me, use Steve's cameras. I do.
Motherfucker.
Bravo. It's a clinic.
What are you in the Howard Stern studio?
Dude, I don't know. This is the first for me.
This is
clinic.
You handled it well, I must say.
For the listeners,
I always do handle adversity very well.
If you watch youtube.com/hardfactornews, you can see what Wes is doing, and it's amazing for us. It's hilarious because he just becomes this like blinking dot every like 5 minutes,
sweating.
So you don't see him. You just
might want to check out the
dot.
YouTube for this one just to get in on the joke.
Well, at least you could then see. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's entertaining for the listeners as well, because I mean, it's been entertaining for me as a co-host here, watching this whole fiasco unfold.
Imagine Wes's camera and audio just fucking him left and right, and him having to deal with it gracefully.
Wes is probably thinking, "Man, someone turned the heat up in here. Oh, my bill's going to be crazy."
He just took his jacket off.
And that's
I'm
linked to
sweating. I'm panicking.
Credit card. Guys, are your credit card bills keeping you up at night? Higher interest rates, double digits. Credit card companies are evil. They don't tell you that when you're young and you have no money, so you sign up for them, you rack up the debt, and then you're in the trap. I was in the trap forever until I found Lightstream. Check it out. You can be smart, and you can pay off your credit card balances with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream, with rates starting at 4.98% APR with autopay and excellent credit. A lot of info going around about like credit card consolidation loan. We're not going to mess up your credit. No, it won't. What messes up your credit is having a high credit card balance. You have something that's called a credit limit, right?
Correct.
They look at you and they say, "What are you worth?" And then they look at how much debt you are in comparatively, and that's what determines your credit score. That and late payments. So get a credit card consolidation loan. It's one of the smartest things you can do. It's bold.
The smartest financially, in my opinion.
It's proactive. You got to be proactive, guys. Otherwise, you will just keep getting effed by the credit card companies. That is their business. You can get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000, absolutely no fees, and you can get it the same day you apply. So what are you doing? Lightstream believes that people with good credit deserve a better loan experience, and that's exactly what they deliver. Just for our listeners, you can apply now to get a special interest rate discount, wow, and save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/factor. That's lightstream.com/factor. Quick disclaimer for you, subject to credit approval. Rates range from 4.9% APR to 19.99% APR and include a 0.5% autopay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply. Offer subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/factor for more information. Make sure to use that URL because it lets our sponsor know that you heard it from us, and that helps us put money in our pocket and keep doing this show. Okay.
And it helps you get debt free. Seriously, Lightstream's helped all the hosts get out of our credit card debts, and that's the best thing you can do for your credit score, like Pat was saying.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do, like Pat was saying, is have credit cards where you're like maxed out or close to maxed out. That is literally how you get bad credit.
Simple equation. Yeah. How much you worth, how much you in debt. Yeah. So reduce it. Guys.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Wes is gone. After this
it's okay. It's okay. I get nervous when he's around sometimes. Punctuation is important. For a classic example, let's say it's the day before Thanksgiving and you have a group text going with your family. You suggest maybe going to get a bite to eat, but only your grandma's down. So you type, "Let's eat, Grandma," and forget the comma after eat, and it could make your grandmother very anxious for the impending Thanksgiving feast because maybe she thought you said, "Let's eat, Grandma," right? You feel me?
I hear you. That's what I got. She's going to be served how to serve humans. Right.
Exactly. Punctuation, important. A New South Wales, this is in Australia.
That's more of a Halloween dish, honestly. A dish just served cold, you know?
Grandma.
Yeah.
Grandma's definitely a Halloween dish.
The gray meat. Because a New South Wales real estate agent, this is, as I said, in Australia, is wishing that he'd been a little bit more careful in checking his Facebook post before publishing it last October, because it has him smack dab in the middle of a defamation lawsuit. And the laws be crazy down there in Australia. Anthony Zadrovic posted about another real estate agent, and he said, quote, "Oh, Stuart gone, selling multi-million-dollar homes in Pearl Beach, but can't pay his employees superannuation. Shame on you, Stuart. 2 years and still waiting." That's how the post read. For the record, superannuation is like a pension, which if you don't know what that is, it's because it was officially retired from the English dictionary back in 2019, that word pension.
Also, like most Americans don't get pensions these days.
Yeah, you can read about it in the history books. Anyway, so essentially what happened there, guys, was he forgot the comma, or I'm sorry, the apostrophe after employee, which would make it personalized to him, saying, "Stuart, you haven't paid your employees, me," right? But he forgot the apostrophe and it made it look like Stuart isn't paying any of his employees' pension funds. And that got him slapped with a defamation lawsuit. Not good. Not good at all.
Well, why are you tweeting that? Like, all right, if you're working for anybody, why would you take to Twitter as your first lines of
it was
talking
Facebook.
shit? Facebook. Why would you take to any social media?
Because
you got to deal with that in the office.
Well, we all know the
try to
guy.
take that to social media.
We all know the guy or the gal, like that roommate that I had that one time that didn't pay me rent, lied about it, and then ended up just moving out and shorting me. Like every time she posts, and this is 12, 15 years later, every time she posts anything on Facebook about how she like has any money, I immediately want to comment like, "You dumb fucking asshole, pay me fucking rent."
Frustrating. It's true. When somebody owes you money and they're flashing like they got it, that is the most frustrating.
And I think that's what Stuart was doing. Stuart was like, "Oh, I'm selling $2 million homes, mate," and this guy
worded it like an idiot, though.
Yes, he did. He said that he was tired. He said it was late in the evening. He deleted it 12 hours later, but that was not soon enough.
Right. News had already ran with it.
Yeah. It's not good.
Not good. You think he's going to get in trouble?
I know that he's going to get in trouble, guys, because the New South Wales Central Court turned down his application to dismiss last week, pointing to the seriousness of the claims in the post and finding the alleged defamatory meanings reasonably capable of being conveyed. So Judge Judith Gibson said the difficulty for Zadrovic was his use of employees in the plural, as it suggests a systematic pattern of conduct. So the legal costs thus far, guys, $160K, and if he loses, awards in similar cases are between $15,000 and $500,000 Australian dollars.
Oh yeah, he's fucked.
Not good.
That was a tough post.
Yeah, not good for him.
Well, okay. Here's a quick lesson for you. Anytime you're in any type of employment situation, like with somebody else, just don't talk shit about them on the internet as your first fucking plan. Like you got to.
What if they're rubbing your face in it though?
Especially drunk.
Nah, yeah, you got to like.
And you talk like an idiot. Oh, he didn't pay his employee's salary. Like, why don't you say he didn't pay your salary?
You've signed so many papers with anybody who you're like a salaried employee with that they've got you by the fucking balls for anything you post.
He
on
should have
social
just
media.
called him a gorilla dick and left it at that.
Right, that would have been way better. Way better.
Yeah, just threaten him. You know, like
threaten him.
Leave like animal heads in his mailbox or something. You know,
that's also probably a crime. But
check out Standard Definition West here.
Stuart would have been like, "Thanks, I am a gorilla dick." That's the best part about being a gorilla dick.
That's gorilla dick.
It's true. It works.
Let's take it to Spain. Here's a headline from the Washington Post that caught my eye earlier in the day. A Spanish hospital diagnosed a woman with homosexuality, and it's all a mistake, they say. Weird headline. Okay. 19-year-old Alba Aragon is gay. Yeah, she's gay. Here she is. She's a real attractive lady.
Real John Kent over there.
She doesn't look gay.
Yep, she's gay. She's gay. or as they refer to her in her home country of Spain, the gay. She's the gay. Last week, she was cruising into her first appointment with a new gynecologist when she felt that it might be important to disclose to the doctor her sexual orientation. So she said, "Hey, doc, I'm gay." After all, he's a vagina doctor, and that kind of heads up is helpful, especially when identifying Indian or rug burns. Anyway, before the consult ended at the hospital, I guess Reina Sofia, no, I'm sorry, the doctor's name is Eugenio Lopez. Before the thing ended, Eugenio Lopez handed her a document diagnosing her with an illness that had nothing to do with the irregular and painful periods for which she was seeking treatment. Instead, it read in Spanish, "Current illness, gay."
Oh.
So she went to like a conversion therapy doctor?
No, it's just a regular hospital.
So in Spain, they consider that a condition then?
I guess so. The doctor told local media that the incident was just a big mistake.
Well, but that's actually where they had the Snickers ad, too. Mm-hmm. This is actually adding up, Spain.
That's true.
It does add up in Spain.
This adds up in Spain. Yeah.
It adds up big time because what her and her mother are at, this is how different America is. Like, if this happened in America, fucking lawsuit city, or apparently in New South Wales.
Not in Spain,
but in Spain,
apparently.
In Spain, her and her mother are asking that they rescind the diagnosis so there's not record of her having the illness of gay in her medical file.
That's probably going to prevent you from getting hired anyway.
That doctor's sticking with that diagnosis.
Yeah.
No,
he doesn't hand you the pamphlet
and then
erase the diagnosis.
What kind of medicine did they give her? Did they give her a Snickers?
Right, I know. That's the diagnosis. What's the cure,
It's just a bunch of little mini Snickers.
So I want you to meet my nephew.
Stare at Ronaldo.
Here's his number.
It's just pictures of Ronaldo.
Yeah, I want you to go home and watch whatever team Ronaldo's on.
Stare at this man who's frozen in standard definition.
Look at that guy.
The doc said it was a huge slip up. I'm a human being, and I clicked the wrong button.
What?
Yeah, no question.
Yeah,
is,
sure, buddy.
why was there a button in the first place?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what? So he took two notes. He took two notes. He said gay and strong periods, and then he just clicked gay. Yeah.
And so in Spain, literally, that's a condition then, because in their medical systems, it's a condition that he can apply to her case file.
Yes and no. That part was kind of obscure. Like yeah, probably. Well, the answer is probably.
So.
Yes.
Probably.
It was in the United States till the fucking 70s. I mean,
right, till just, So.
Yeah, Spain's not that far behind.
Spain didn't update that rule. No,
they didn't update that one.
They were like, we'll leave that rule on the books.
We're going to keep that button. We're going to keep that button.
Most of my patients are diagnosed gay. Leave it.
Have you heard of an actor called Channing Tatum?
Was that another one you like?
Because he's good looking.
You
Is
see
that
Magic
another
Mike?
one you like?
You see Magic Mike? He's got abs like a Ninja Turtle. Guys, let's take it to Japan. At least I'm honest with myself, Wes. A former nurse.
I can be honest about not liking Channing Tatum or wanting to bang Ronaldo. No problem.
Release your browser history, Wesley.
No problem.
I think there would be a problem. A former
My
nurse.
browser history would be a problem because I like Ronaldo highlights. So I've Googled him a few times.
Me too.
Thank you to ExpressVPN for
Gets the job done quick.
Ronaldo lowlights.
He's a handsome guy. You can't take that away from him. Never know what. I don't know. You just sometimes you have a feeling, you chase it.
Yeah, sure.
Japan. A former nurse. I'm flustered. A former nurse in Japan has blamed what she said was her exhaustion, which drove her to kill 3 elderly patients by mixing detergent into their IV drips back in 2016.
Oh.
Yeah. Amuya Kaboji, she's 34 years old. She admitted to the killings in a trial in the port city of Yokohama that started earlier this month. And although she said treating sick patients was, quote, rewarding, Kaboji told the court on Monday that she was mentally ill and physically exhausted from the job, and she thought about quitting. I'm glad she didn't, I guess. Kaboji said she was also treated badly by patients and bereaved families, which caused her stress. So she blamed her murderous ways on exhaustion. In other news, in Japan, the word exhaustion is synonymous with bloodlust, I guess. What kind of excuse is that?
Yeah, and they were mean to her. She was tired and people were mean to her. So.
Right.
So I killed them.
So she said she felt no regret about what she had done.
That's going to seal the. That's going to lock the key. Toss
No
it away.
regrets. Yeah.
Saying instead that she felt more relieved than anything at the time. You know, 'cause she was exhausted. And
so she's just a total psychopath. They
She
just
was
found
like-
out she's a total psychopath.
Instead of regret, I felt great joy. Killing
Get her off the streets.
Yeah.
I thought about quitting, but
Basically,
But I
a
wouldn't be
serial
able to
killer.
kill anyone.
that's going
It's
to do it for Hard
easy.
Factor. Yeah, have a great fucking
Well,
day.
hang on. Let us know. Give us some feedback on the whole Wes stuff because we could fuck up his situation more if we need to. Let us know. Let us know if you enjoyed.
Like,
Let us know if you
always
enjoyed
have
all the
Wes's
Wes stuff.
computer jacked
Yeah,
up.
I can go. I got a key to his house. I can fuck up his setup any day. Just let us know.
I'm going standard definition rest of the week, probably.
You blew
Sorry,
out
Pat.
the whole system.
Take us out.
Patreon.com/Hard Factor.
Go! Have you seen Magic Mike? Have a great fucking day.